What's cracking, fam? Your boy T Money down in the dungeon. It is Friday evening. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Yeah, TGIF. Super happy it's Friday finally. Got a collection update for y'all, motherfuckers. So let's get into this. Um, First up, we have The Dawn is Dead, starring Anthony Quinn. Just a mob flick, I think, from the 70s. Pretty badass, I've heard. I haven't seen it actually. Early 70s, 73. I think Eureka put this out as well. So that's cool. Wrong Turn, the reimagining, aka sequel, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I watched this the other night, and I have to tell you, I was not a fan. It's not a bad movie, but it's weird because it's original in that it has nothing to do with the original Wrong Turn, and that's actually what really bothered me about it, because it's not so different that it's like it's just too different. It's not a Wrong Turn movie, really, bottom line. So if you want to see a group of kids go out into the wilderness, they don't even really actually take a wrong turn, I guess, just in the sense that they head to the wrong place. But yeah, and then I don't really want to spoil it because obviously that's the whole point of the movie, but it just was too different. I wanted more of like the stuff that the original film was kind of known for, and it just didn't bring that. It was completely different, and I thought it was kind of goofy, to be honest. Like, I don't know. But some okay kills, I guess. Some cool, like, it was shot well, some cool scenery and stuff like that. But overall, a stinker for me. And I also just, like, I don't know. There's this one girl in it that really bothered me. I can't spoil it. So, but that's that. I didn't like it. Full Moon Features releases. We have Naked Girl, Murdered in the Park. This is a giallo, pretty rare giallo from 1972. So that's really cool that Full Moon put this out. It says uncut and remastered from the original negative. So that's awesome. Then we have Sexploitation from Full Moon, House of Cruel Dolls. So yeah, just some sexy biatches. Sexy biatches behind bars. I don't know, but it sounds good. Then we have Shrunken Heads. Haven't seen this one in a while, but I remember kind of enjoying it. Definitely one of like the charming, familiar Full Moon type movies. So I can't wait to revisit this one on Blue. Then we have a Trauma release of a film called Dolly Deadly. Really low budget. It was actually originally released by Legless Corpse Entertainment, and rest in peace to the dude who ran that. He is no longer with us. But yeah, I guess Trauma bought this film, and it is definitely a Trauma style movie. I just remember it being super low budget and not liking the acting at all, and just not really digging it. But I'm gonna give it another watch. So, killer doll film, Dolly Deadly, Trauma. Then we have Redwoods. This sounded pretty interesting. A group of kids go out in the woods to film abandoned houses, and I've been actually watching a lot of YouTubers like Steve Ronan and Urban Canadian Urbex or whatever. Just a lot of guys that go out there and film these really crazy Bros of DK is another one, and oh god, Explomo. There's a lot of them I've been watching, but they just do like exploring of abandoned houses, and it's amazing, on a side note, to see, like, especially in European countries, that a lot of these like millionaire mansions that are abandoned have been like virtually left untouched. So everything in them is just like from when they lived there, which is kind of hard to believe in this day and age that things can be preserved like that, because a lot of it's like really old Victorian mansions and stuff. But anyways, I completely got off sidetrack on that. But this is Redwoods. This is about a group of kids that go out in the woods to film abandoned houses, and shit goes down. So we'll see. I don't know if it's backwoods. I don't know if it's an inner circle type thing, but somebody wants to kill them. So then we have To Tokyo, which I don't really know much about this one. It is some girl facing her inner demons, has to make it to Tokyo before I think they come and consume her or something like that. So it's shot on location in South Africa, so that's cool. Then we have Death Trip. Love that cover artwork. So simple, but so real. It just looks terrifying, and I like it. This is Graffitas Venturas Gravitas Venturas release. And it is basically about a group of kids who go to this strange town, and I don't know if they're on vacation or what, but they start dying because something is not right with the townspeople. I don't know what their deal is, but that's Death Trip, so hence the title. Then we have another one from Gravitas Venturas. I don't know why I love saying that so much. Gravitas Venturas. Practicing my Spanish. Paranormal Prison. Perhaps the worst cover artwork I've ever seen in my life. It was pretty bad. I watched it the other night. Just another like shot on video or whatever. What do you call it? Rec style movie where they're holding the cameras and yeah. It's a huge subgenre. I'm just a fucking bonehead. And I can't remember the name. But yeah, it's that style of movie, so there you go. Paranormal Prison. Takes place in a paranormal prison. And it's called An Horror Anthology. I love anthologies, so I couldn't not pick this one up. Meridian Releasing. A couple takes shelter in a seedy bar. A man hears strange sounds around his house. A good old giallo, monsters, demons, gunfights, psycho killers take by storm in this brand new anthology. So, a whole slew of different shorts. That's awesome. Hope it's good. Then we have Spaceballs on 4th motherfucking K. Sweetness, nice slippy dip. Shout out to PMAC for the slip dip. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh God. Whatever. Spaceballs. Yeah, so cool. Really cool. Excited to see this one on 4K. I bet it looks pretty cool. Copyright infringement is what I was thinking. Even though I know Mr. Mac wouldn't do that to me. He didn't actually. Well, maybe he did coin the term. I don't know. But anyways, the Bloodhound, new Arrow release. Some good, elegant, creepy cover artwork there. I don't know much about this, but it's Patrick Pickard's debut film, and it takes a fresh take on one of the best-known stories from Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher, slow burner horror thriller The Bloodhound, hauntingly atmospheric tale described by Hollywood News as an impressively stylish and intellectual debut. A dispossessed young man is summoned to a secluded home of his wealthy childhood friend. Upon his arrival, he realizes that his friend and his ethereal twin sister Vivian are the sole surviving members of the privileged Loret family, whose legacy has been one of depression and self-destruction. Blah, 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 blah. Old friends attempt to reconnect. A number of inexplicable incidents begin to occur within the house, and Francis finds himself drawn into a world of malice and despair. Malaise? I don't know what that means. A-I-S-E. Where an act of betrayal might prove his only way out. So, we have a film there. Heavy duty, serious one. Then we have 13 Slays of Christmas. This is from Scream Team Releasing. I had pre-ordered this months ago, and it took fucking forever to get out. But here we go. Now we have it, and it is way past Christmas. So, it's cool, though. It's like a culmination of indie filmmakers getting together and doing their little shorts type thing. So you've got Volumes of Blood, Creators, Pool Party Massacre, Season's Greetings, Sleep Tight, which is a great film, and some other stuff. But yeah, so you got people behind all those movies creating a horror anthology on December 24th. 5 seemingly random men are inside a dive bar by a mysterious email. They decide to pass the time by resurrecting the old tradition of telling scary stories on Christmas Eve. So that's cool. I love anthologies. Then we have Trench 11, which is a great film, kind of like a zombie contagion type film that takes place in a bunker. I think it's during the Nazi Germany era or something like that. Really good though, really dark. I really enjoyed the atmosphere in this one. And this is a Blu-ray. This is actually, I cut off the slipcover from the DVD because I'm crazy like that, and I made my own little slipcover edition. But this is from Raven Banner. I ordered a bunch of films from them. So Raven Banner put Trench 11 out on Blu-ray. I think there was a US DVD, but no US Blu-ray. So great movie if you guys like kind of zombie type movies. Highly recommend that one. Zombie type movies meets Nazi Germany, like Frankenstein's Army type shit. Then we have they have Yummy. which was a zombie movie from last year. I think pretty good reviews it got. I never actually saw this, but this is the Raven Banner release. I think there's a Shudder release in the U.S. So, yep, Raven Banner slipcover edition. Sweetness, extra yummy collector's edition. And also from Raven Banner, we have Deathsember, which is another Christmas anthology film, I believe. 24 terrifying short films based during the holiday season. So that's awesome. Got some really good Christmas stuff. Too bad it's March, but. And then we have Z, which was also released by Shudder in the U.S. Heard it was great. Haven't seen it yet, but yeah, sci-fi horror, I think. Yep. So that's Z. And another one. So Raven Banner just put out a bunch of. I don't know if it was Artsploitation that released this initially. I think it might have been, but Dead Dicks. Suicidal young man named Richie. Every time he kills himself. Sorry, Richie's a suicidal young man who, every time he kills himself, finds himself very much alive, but with the dead body of him in his apartment. His sister comes to the rescue, but as the bodies pile up, the pair think that a vagina-like opening in Richie's bedroom might hold the answer. So it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I'm sure it's pretty fun. I heard good things about it. So that's Dead Dicks. And again, all of these have been released, I believe. Artsploitation, I think, is Canadian, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, heard good things about that one as well. And then, based off the amazing series or TV show, Todd and the Book of Pure Evil, Canadian TV show, this is The End of the End, which is takes place where the TV series left off. So if you guys enjoyed Todd and the Book of Pure Evil, you probably will like this as well. I haven't seen this, but it looks cool. And it is animated, I'm pretty sure. It's like a... Yeah. But yeah, this is from Raven Banner as well. So this is like a kind of like a box set type thing. I don't know. But that's that. And then we have a few more things over here. We finally have... Oh, wait. First, I actually really enjoyed this. I watched this last night. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's new from Shudder, brand new, and it's called Scare Me Clearly. I liked it. I thought it was really unique in that it's about like a group of friends that get together in a cabin. I don't know if they really know each other that well, but they get together in this cabin, and to pass the time, the two on the cover here start telling scary stories to each other. But the acting is fantastic. It's a little bit annoying, but it's so real. The girl especially is just really good. And it's just like, it just shows you how, it reminded me of like a class that I took in college called improvisation, and like how you utilize just what's around you to act and come up with a story. And it's just really good. They tell each other these scary stories, and then at the end, shit goes crazy, and it becomes like this big competition. So it's a little comedy, a little horror, but I really love the setting, and I love the stories that they tell, particularly the way the girl tells the stories. It's just fun, and it just felt really unique. Like, I had never seen anything like it, because it wasn't like an anthology where they introduce a story and then it pans to the story, like a new story within. This is just them acting out their stories, using the, what they have around them, and their voices and their, it was cool. It's like induced with like sound effects and stuff like that. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I really thought it was unique. So yeah, I recommend you guys check Scare Me out. I thought it was good. All right, and then we have a couple Severin Films releases. These are from, I think, January or March. Severin's way behind. They're not way behind, but they're putting out all of their, I don't know if they need money or what, but probably because they've been buying so many movies, I guess, releasing so many films. But yeah, they've got like stuff, the Christopher Lee collection. Finally, we have this. Then we have, there's just a bunch of stuff that they're coming out with. The Andy Milligan set, I think. Yep. So just a lot of stuff pre-ordered. But this finally came. Alex de la Iglesia Perdita de Durango. I don't know much about this movie, but some badass chicks on the cover, so probably she kicks ass. Then we have Day of the Beast, another one by Alex de la Iglesia. I remember a lot of people really raved about this one. I never saw it, so 4Ks, mind you, of Day of the Beast and Perdido Durango. Then we have A Scream in the Streets, which is an X-rated film. It's a fast-moving, hard-hitting story of two police officers working in plain clothes in an unmarked car. Basically, like, these killers are on the loose and they investigate, but it's pretty raw. So craziness. It looks really budget, kind of on the back, and the one I was looking forward to most in this collection or whatever, this monthly package from Severin is Nosferatu in Venice. I'm a huge fan of the original, or the remake of Nosferatu, I think from the 70s, starring Klaus Kinski, and he's reprising his role in this one, so I'm stoked to see it. I didn't even know this was out, a movie, a thing, prior to them announcing this. So Nosferatu in Venice, starring the great douchebag Klaus Kinski. So awesome. Can't wait to check that one out. And last but not least, we have two beautiful box sets from the fine folks over at Second Sight Films. We have Host, which I didn't love, not gonna lie. This is like the Mondo edition of it, I guess. Not to be confused with the Japanese Host. Not to be confused with the 2020 Hosts movie. This is just Host. I thought it was called Hosts, but there's a couple movies with that title. But this one is about like a group of friends that are doing a Zoom conference, some sort of seance, and then they invoke an evil spirit. And it's very cliche. It's very run-of-the-mill. It's very much been done many times before. The only difference is they throw in the cliche face masks and they make it a pandemic, a pandemic era Zoom conference. And it's just, I didn't like it. Jump scares, just very predictable and not very good. So that was my opinion. It got a lot of praise from a lot of people, actually. So, but I didn't love it. Wasn't anything new. And here I am buying like the best edition you possibly can of it. To be honest, when I ordered it, I didn't even realize that this was the movie. I thought I was getting the Japanese film, The Host, but if I had taken 2 seconds to read the description, I would have found that out. But regardless, happy to have it. It's a collector's item. And then we have, on the contrary, a really good film, also released by Scream Factory, Nightingale. It's a Shout Factory release, actually. But this came out, I think, 2019. Very good movie, set in 1825. Great acting. Great set design, just class all around. This is... it's not really like horror, it's just more of like a movie and like the relationship between the girl and this guy. And it's terrific, but it's a really nice release. Chock full of special features, as you can see there. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie when it came out, so I was happy to see Second Sight giving it the nice, I forget what they call these editions, Red Label or something like that. No, that's 101 Films. I can't keep track, but the nice edition. So little box in there, poster, hard box, slap that ass, smack it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That is everything I have for you in this update. So stay tuned. I'll have another really big one coming I ordered a ton of shit from Jesse, so you can stay tuned for that one and some other things I have coming as well. Have a good night, guys. Peace.